Welcome back to another episode of Warren Cali. In this episode, I'm going to talk about Oakland street legend, Mac Blast, and the Acorn projects. The Acorn projects was the first major project of the Oakland Redevelopment Agency in West Oakland. For 3 years, the city lobbied for the project to be part of a plan to redevelop most of West Oakland. In 1957, City Council approved the plan. Construction began in 1962, with a heavy emphasis on demolishing existing homes, buildings, and businesses. Almost every structure that had been in the area previously was demolished. A church, a mortuary, and a few homes were the only structures that were not demolished in the area. The effects of building the Acorn projects on the local community were disastrous. Approximately 9,000 residents had to relocate from the area. This created significant instability. The loss of the community was substantial, and efforts to integrate with white and black people were unsuccessful, resulting in an almost entirely black housing project and less opportunity for the black residents. And with less opportunity, this led to poverty and later full of violence. The Acorn projects were broken into 3 different parts: Acorn 1, Acorn 2, and Acorn 3. The City of Oakland Housing Authority redeveloped the entire Acorn housing project during the late 1990s in an effort to combat crime. Acorn 2 and Acorn 3 were renamed Town Center Apartments at Acorn and Courtyard Apartments at Acorn. Meanwhile, Acorn 1 was completely demolished, and a small community of 2-story single-family houses between Filbert and Market Streets were built in its place. But that leads us to the 90s and the early 2000s, when a dude named Mac Blast was in the streets, making his name, putting in work, and being a known figure. But with being in the streets, he would be shot at and shot multiple times. Like in 95, when Mac Blast was only 19, he would be shot up multiple times. In the early 2000s, most people would get introduced to Mac Blast and the Acorn projects off a Hood DVD called Hood to Hood. I discussed this in my Acorn Projects vs. Ghost Town episode. Mac Blast was shown in the DVD to be a prominent individual and a leader in that project.
MOB, nigga, everything around here come up under that Felix Mitchell Act, man. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all seen the documentary. Felix from down here, you feel what I'm saying? And everything is about that mob, man. Everything is about man of business, man. Thinking, you feel what I'm saying? Doing what they gotta do. You know what I mean?
But this would be bad attention on Mac. In the DVD, he showed guns, drugs, money, and basically his whole area. But he would use his newfound fame to start rapping and get more exposure. But he couldn't stay out the streets. On June 30th, 2006, Jermel, who was from Ghost Town, got into an altercation with Wendell, who was from Acorn. Hours later, over 30 shots was fired. Police came to the scene to see a white Dodge Magnum fleeing and getting away. The corner of 31st and Martin Luther King was filled with bullets, but Jermel lived. It wouldn't be until 2008 when someone would come forth with info. A man named Aaron told the police a man named Elijah and Mac Blast were firing assault rifles at Jermel. 2 witnesses would later come forth and back that up. Jermel would be interviewed, and by this time he was in jail. He told police about getting into an altercation with Wendell and said he had a feeling that Acorn members would respond back. He said Elijah and Mac Blast shot him, but Jermel would be killed before a trial even started. It's that year 2008. Police wanted to shut down Acorn Projects and its members. They had a 3-month investigation that included 400 police officers and FBI members. Over 54 Acorn members were arrested for various charges like robbery, assault, drugs, and murder. And the main person the police wanted was Mac Blast. Mac Blast was a part of a few wiretaps that put him to 3 guns, and several photos put Mac Blast as being a member of the Acorn Projects. His tattoos, even his cell phone contacts were used against him in court, as well as the Hood to Hood DVDs and even songs he made. All this would bring Mac Blast a 40 to life sentence. Mac Blast is now 47, and his earliest parole date is 2028. Recently, Mac Blast has been seen on YouTube voicing his opinions and giving game. Mac still looks to be in high spirits and not letting jail break him, and being the big personality he's been known for. This will conclude this episode. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my previous episodes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.